Most men meet a new woman and immediately ask the wrong question. Does she like me? That mindset gets you played, overlooked, or chasing someone who was never aligned with you in the first place. The real question you should be asking is something completely different, and it will save you months of confusion and heartbreak. Now, here's what I'm going to do in today's video. I'm going to outline the following. I'll give you the number one question that you always have to ask when you meet a new woman. I'll give you 3 costly mistakes you make when you don't ask this question. And then I'll teach you how to use this question to filter women fast. I've got about 5 ways to do it. Stay tuned. This is going to be good. Welcome, my name is Jessica OS. Let's jump right in. The question. Now, here's what you need to understand. When most men meet a woman, they immediately slip into evaluation mode. But if you ask me, that's the wrong direction. You start to evaluate yourself. How do I look? Did I say that right? Am I making a good impression? And that mindset makes you predictable, easy to manipulate, and way too easy to impress as well. The question you should be asking is not about whether she likes you, wants you, or is attracted to you. It's not even about whether she's wife material or girlfriend material. Those questions come later. The first question is the filter that determines whether she even deserves to reach the next stage where you're concerned, okay? It's the question that instantly puts you back in your masculine frame, stops you from putting her on a pedestal, and pulls you out of fantasy land so you can actually see the woman in front of you clearly. Now, if you don't ask this question, you automatically start performing. Your tone will change, your posture will change, your confidence changes, all because you're trying to win her over instead of observing the woman that she is. So, before I reveal it, I want you to ask yourself this. If a woman is going to impact your peace, your goals, your time, your emotional bandwidth, shouldn't you know whether she aligns with the life you're building? Exactly. So here's a question. The one high-value men never skip. How does she fit into my life? That's the pivot, mindset shift, the difference between choosing and chasing. When you ask, how does she fit into my life, you're stepping back into leadership. You're reminding yourself that your life is the foundation and not her presence. Now, this question forces you to see the actual woman in front of you instead of the fantasy or whatever else you've made up in your head. You start noticing, how does she treat people? Does she listen? How she communicates, her level of self-awareness, her accountability. You know, this question, if you ask me, protects your life from the wrong fit. A misaligned woman derails your peace and focus. A woman who fits into your life won't demand you to shrink or abandon yourself. So this question puts you in the driver's seat, right? Don't give away your power in the first 30 seconds by testing yourself instead of evaluating her. The power shifts because you're no longer trying to be enough. You're deciding whether she is enough for you. So let me jump into 3 mistakes men make when they don't ask this question early. So essentially, when you don't ask this question early or ask it at all, you fall into a predictable pattern. Okay, let's jump into these 3 mistakes now. You ignore red flags because you're starving for validation. When you're operating from, I hope she likes me, you're not dating, you're auditioning. And auditioning is dangerous because it makes you blind. You start excusing behavior that could or would normally be unacceptable. She flakes and you tell yourself, oh, she's just busy. She disrespects you and you tell yourself, oh, she didn't mean it. Maybe she's having a bad day. She's emotionally unstable and you tell yourself, oh, she'll change once she trusts me. This is how men get hooked on the wrong woman because you're simply desperate to be chosen by her. Second mistake, you fall in love with her potential instead of her reality. Men do this more than women. You meet a woman and instantly build a version of her in your head. She's just guarded. She just needs a good man. She'll be different with me. She's only inconsistent because she likes me. She's emotional because she's passionate. No, she's who she is right now. Potential's a trap. Who she could become is irrelevant. Who she is today is all you can actually date. Don't waste months, even years, waiting for a woman to turn into the version you imagine. Meanwhile, the true behavior, the behavior she's showing you consistently, is telling you everything you need to know about her. Mistake 3, you lose yourself trying to win her. Now, when you don't start asking whether she fits into your life, you subconsciously start reshaping yourself to fit into hers. You downplay your standards. You silence your preferences. You stop expressing your needs. You overextend your time, attention, and energy. You minimize your boundaries to avoid conflict. You allow behavior you never tolerate from anyone else. You stop being you. Now, the moment you do that, she stops being attracted to you, because a woman will never respect a man who abandons himself just to keep her. When you lose your identity, she'll lose respect. When she loses respect, she loses attraction. When attraction dies, the relationship will collapse, and she'll blame you for becoming the very man that she never wanted. All because you never asked the first question. So here's how to use this question to filter women fast. Most men don't know how to filter women because they've never been taught how to observe instead of impress. Filtering simply means protecting your time, your peace, and your future. Here's what it looks like in real life. The lifestyle alignment. Lifestyle is where long-term compatibility lives or dies. Ask yourself, does she have routines or does she live in chaos? Does her day-to-day life match the pace of yours? Is she disciplined or always putting out fires? Does she take care of her health or constantly complain about it? If her lifestyle drains your energy today, it will suffocate your relationship tomorrow. A woman's lifestyle is a preview of what your future with her will look like. If it looks exhausting now, trust me, it's going to be catastrophic later. Emotional alignment. I need you to watch how she handles stress. Watch how she communicates when she doesn't get her way. Watch whether she can self-regulate or whether she expects you to be her emotional life jacket. And ask yourself this: does she bring me peace or does she bring me storms? Does she know how to calm herself or does she explode? Does she communicate directly or through attitude, silence, and emotional games? Emotional misalignment is the root of most toxic relationships, and it always reveals itself in the first few weeks if you're paying attention. Value alignment. So values aren't cute Instagram quotes. Values are behaviors. Ask yourself, does she take responsibility when she's wrong? Does she talk about people respectfully or with judgment and gossip? Does she want to grow or does she want to stay comfortable? Does she negotiate conflict or does she escalate it? Does she keep her word or make excuses? If your values don't match, the relationship will not work, and it doesn't matter how attractive she is. Values determine longevity. Attraction only determines the first conversation. Relationship alignment. Now, this one separates mature women from attention seekers. Ask yourself, is she actually looking for connection or just entertainment? Does she invest in you or just respond when she's bored? Does she want a partnership or a fan club? Does she bring effort or only expectations? A woman who truly wants you will meet you halfway. A woman who only wants validation will make you feel like you're always auditioning. If she's not matching your pace, stop adjusting your pace. Walk away. The gut check. Does she cost you more than she adds? Men hate this question because it forces them to be honest with themselves. Does she add to your peace or drain it? Does she respect your time or interrupt your life? Does she deepen your masculinity or destabilize it? Women either multiply your life or divide it. There's no neutral. Filtering is about alignment. And alignment is obvious once you stop chasing and start observing. So I guess what I'm trying to say with this video is when you adopt this mindset, your dating life will transform. You choose slower, you observe deeper, you detach from fantasy. And women feel your confidence because you're not competing or performing, you're selecting. You stopped attracting drama because you no longer engage it. You stop getting blindsided because you actually see people. You stop chasing because you finally value your peace. Your life gets calmer, relationships get healthier, your choices get smarter. Look, if you're ready to date smarter, think clearer, and choose women who actually fit your life, hit like and subscribe to this channel so other men can see this video. Plus, you can also get notified every time I post something new. My name is Jessica OS. Thank you for watching this video. I'll definitely be catching you in the next one. Cheers.